With this new financial education program, we're going to be providing preschoolers with the financial basics that help them get a head start. Over the last 7 years, with the help of our employees, our partners, and our communities, we've made enormous strides. Through the 15 states where PNC is located, we've done a number of things. We've contributed over $40 million in grants to early childhood centers. We've helped train more than 75,000 teachers in targeted education techniques. We've distributed more than 2 million multimedia school readiness kits created by Sesame Street for PNC to school districts, early education centers, parents, and caregivers. And most importantly, and the one that I'm most proud of, PNC Grow Up Great has served more than 1 million children, which is a mark we reached this past spring. Grow Up Great has always been about the children, and we can do what we can do to help them succeed in life. That's why I'm pleased to make the second announcement. PNC has extended that original 10-year, $100 million Grow Up Great program with an additional, are you ready for this? $250 million over the next 10 years. The whole idea is to reach more kids, more families, more teachers. And that's one of the reasons why I love working for this company. Going forward, here's what we're going to do with that $250 million. We're going to focus on direct services to children from birth to age 5, which has always been a hallmark of Grow Up Great. We're going to strengthen existing programs directed to math, science, arts, and financial education. We're going to integrate the latest technology to engage parents in their children's learning. Provide additional support for professional development of teachers. Increase and diversify employee volunteerism, which has always been a hallmark of Grow Up Great. Continue our advocacy for quality early education among business leaders and public officials at all levels. Working with community partners, PNC and Grow Up Great are helping to make a difference in the future of our youngest students. I am more confident than ever that PNC Grow Up Great is going to continue to address the issues facing kids, especially those in underserved communities, and provide the materials, resources, funding to ensure that these children don't just grow up, they grow up great. We're delighted to be here today. We're delighted to provide this support, and I look forward to doing lots and lots more of it. Thank you very much.
Harry, Jahada, Terry, thank you very much for the opportunity. We really appreciate it, and certainly we know we're going to impact tens of thousands of children and families through this grant. So, as a recipient of the grant, we are, as I said earlier, we are so excited of the potential and the opportunity that we have, not just in Fayette County, but 12 additional counties where there are lots of families and children that need this type of information to understand saving, sharing, and spending. We are also very excited that we have a partner in this grant with us, and that's the Eastern Kentucky Child Care Coalition. Ms. June Widman is their executive director. They are going to be implementing this grant in 13 counties, in 5 of the 13 counties in which the grant is projected for. So June is going to have an opportunity here in a second to say a few words about that. I do want to talk to you briefly about how this fits into our mission and goals as an agency. The For Me, For You, For Later project fits directly into the mission that we have to enhance early care professionals and to improve the life for families, children, and early care providers in Kentucky. Education does not start in kindergarten, which has been the thought for many, many, many years. It starts at birth. This is an interesting statistic. 90% of a child's brain is formed by the age of 3. So if we live 80 years, we've got 10% in a 77-year period is all that our brain's going to grow. 90% by the age of 3, which is an unbelievable statistic. Parents and child care providers are our children's first teachers, working together in a classroom setting, participating in activities based on saving, spending, and sharing, as well as participating in family activities will build a child's social and emotional well-being. As Mr. Richards stated, research indicates that the need for tools and resources to provide financial education early is important. Developing basic skills around finance is an important part of a child's everyday ability to contribute later in their life and their community. This grant will provide those resources to tens of thousands of children. The CCC estimates that we will train approximately 1,000 early care professionals in hopes that that will impact 10,000 children through those, once the teacher gets the training, takes it back to their classroom. We're hoping that they are going to serve about 10,000 children through this For Me, For You, for later curriculum. As an agency, it is a very important day in our history, and I accept this award with pride, knowing that the knowledge and education received through this project will be extremely beneficial to the families, children, and child care providers that will be a part of this grant. And again, thank you very much, PNC. We really are looking forward to implementing this and changing lives. Now I'm going to introduce June Whidden, Executive Director of the Eastern Kentucky Child Care Coalition. June has been a friend of mine in our agency for many, many years, and certainly plays a critical role in 34 counties? 28? 30 counties in Eastern and Southeastern Kentucky when it comes to assisting families and children and child care providers. So June, it's my pleasure to introduce you.
Thank you, Bradley. Appreciate it. We are a sister agency to the Child Care Council. The Eastern Kentucky Child Care Coalition was started in 1990 in response to a desperate need for quality care and education for our youngest citizens throughout southeastern Kentucky. Our mission, similar to the Child Care Council's, is to increase the quantity and quality of accessible, affordable, and developmentally appropriate child care that provides employment for child care providers, and it allows parents to pursue employment and self-development courses. We're dedicated to the creation of child care that's so essential to the development of our communities, for the human resources that are impacted by that, and to the hopes of our children for a better future. We are really pleased to be a part of the team that's bringing this project to some of the counties that we serve. Eastern Kentucky is home to some wonderful traditions and beautiful landscapes, but it is also home to some of the most economically distressed counties in the country. What makes this project so exciting is that it has the potential not just to impact the children, our future, who will be reached through it, but their parents and caregivers as well, today's wage earners and taxpayers. Speaking from my own experience, I have a vivid memory of Tuesday being banking day in my elementary school. As far back as the 2nd grade, I remember carefully clutching that quarter or that dime that was going to go in that special envelope. And that was going to become a part of my very own savings account. While it doesn't sound like much in today's dollars, I was pretty darn proud of the fact that I saved $30 by the time I was in the 5th grade. I know that those early experiences shaped my own ability to now be a homeowner and a person with good credit. For me, for you, for later, can bring those important lessons on saving, spending, and sharing to communities that desperately need both their current and future workforce to understand how to successfully navigate the financial landscape so dreams and aspirations can be realized. Thank you, PNC and Child Care Council, for including Eastern Kentucky Child Care Coalition in this really important work.
So to end, we have a very special group of little kids from our very own Bracktown Academy, just across the way here on Georgetown Street, and they've got a message to leave us with today. All right, y'all ready? When I say 3, you all say, okay? 1, 2, 3. truly matter, and this is going to make a significant impact in the counties we serve. So.
Can you say it one more time? Real loud out here. 1, 2, 3.
Thank you, PNC. Kids matter.
All right. Well, thank you all for coming again. If there are questions, we'll certainly try to provide answers with you, myself, Harry, Jahida, June, about the services that will be provided in each of those counties. So we'll be here. Thank you for coming.